Hello everyone, this is Aegis, and here is an interesting game from the Korean server. This is going to be Roonrazer. You could shout that out loud if you wanted to, and it's going to be IMNesTea on the other side as the red Zerg player. As we all know, IMNesTea, a really strong Zerg player. So we're going to see if Roonrazer is able to take him out. Roonrazer, I don't actually know anything about this Protoss player, so if you guys know anything about him and would like to tell me, please let me know below in the comments area. And so we're just gonna go ahead and focus on this being a Korean replay. I don't know what that is, so if anyone would like to translate that for me, that would be great as well. So they're just gonna say something, and I guess that's gonna be it for now. So it is IMNesTea. We'll see what kind of build he decides to do on this map. Looks like he's going to 6 pool. So this is going to showcase his skills as a very strong Masters League player. Has Roonrazer scouted this yet? No, he has not, but he will soon, and he will know that it's a 6 pool. He is putting his pylon down here at this ramp, so walling this off is going to be rather difficult. However, spawning in a far positions, it will allow him some extra time before those Zerglings do hatch. He is going to be scouting up here right now. Here's his probe going to move in here. He's going to see that early spawning pool. It might make him a little bit nervous. We'll see what he does in response. He's just making probes right now, and there's a Zergling spawning, so Roonrazer doesn't know about this rush right now. He's going to be throwing up a forge right now. Should be a gateway coming up as well as another pylon to wall this off completely. He's going to move his probe inside. Gonna try to throw down that pylon as soon as he has 100. There goes down a pylon. Is that a crack? I don't believe so. So he's gonna have to get up a cannon as soon as possible. There's the first 6 lings now moving forward. Are there any more lings being produced? No, it's just drones for now. We're gonna see if IMNesTea is gonna be able to bust down this wall. He's gonna come up here, and a cannon should be getting up right away. There's the cannon coming up. He's gonna have to throw down more buildings over here. This gateway might actually go down, and those Zerglings will be free to do whatever the heck they want inside Roonrazer's base. The probe is gonna be guarding over here. Looks like a couple of probes are being pulled off. He knows that he will be ahead if he's able to hold off this rush. That gateway is taking hull damage right now. Only 300 health left, and there's the cannon now getting finished up. So those Zerglings are not going to be able to bust it down. That cannon does ward away those Zerglings, and it looks like IMNesTea is going to go ahead and transition out of this. We have the Queen coming up at the main base, and we'll see when he decides to expand. IMNesTea is going to be very far behind as soon as Roonrazer decides to throw down his natural expansion. That will put him very far ahead, especially Protoss 2 base versus 1 base. IMNesTea is going to have to do some very strong macro play to get back into this game. There's his natural expansion going down. Maybe he'll decide to hatch early on. There's a probe also going to be doing some scouting over here. It's going to see the natural expansion, see the timing on that, and Roonrazer is going to be happy to throw up his Nexus over here. So we've actually just seen a great example of how to hold off a 6 pool on this map in cross positions. Of course, 6 pool is quite specific sometimes, especially because it depends on the timing of when those Zerglings are able to get over to your base. So this gateway almost going down. If it was a smaller map, that gateway might have gone down and would have done a lot of damage inside of Roonrazer's base. So there's a drone being transferred right now. We'll see what it's trying to do. Is he going for any hatch? No, that drone is going to be doing some scouting action. Looks like the Overlord is going to be scouting in this direction as well. The gas finally getting picked up by Roonrazer will be able to get some upgrades from his cybernetics core, which is coming up right now. These 2 cannons will be able to hold the line against any roach pushing. Oh, looks like the hatch is coming up for IMNesTea, so this is a fast 3rd base. He's going to try to claw his way back into this game by taking really fast bases and getting up a strong economy. So there's a Zealot now out on the way to be able to block this off in case of any additional Zergling aggression. Roonrazer transferring most of his probes to his natural expansion. Is he going to grab the gas here yet? No, not quite. We'll see what the timing is on his +1 as well. That might trigger some sort of timing attack. IMNesTea also getting a Queen at his natural expansion over here. His hatch is about halfway complete here as well. Gonna continue mining that gas. We'll see if he decides to get that lair real soon. As soon as he collects those 100 gas, is going to begin mining at his natural expansion as well. He's going to be able to climb back into this. We've got 28 harvesters each. Looks like IMNesTea is still behind on mining the gas, so his tech is going to be quite delayed in comparison to our Protoss player over here. The Overlord also going to be scooting into position over here. This was played on ladder, so this is the new version of Shakura's Plateau without the rocks in the backside. So this does limit Zergling attack paths into the Protoss main. Also does limit counterattack paths into the Zerg main as well. It goes for both players. A couple of Zerglings are doing a great spread over here. Going to be checking out what's going on. Zergling speed has only just been started. Going to be poking up here, losing one Ling, but that is okay. A sentry now popping out, and the warp gate research is now finishing quite late at the 8-minute mark, especially because he did get rushed early on. No double gas here just yet. More gateways being thrown down, so it is going to be a 6-base timing push, 6-gate timing push. There's no such thing as a 6-base timing push as of yet. We'll see if anyone's able to develop that. I'd love to copy that style of play. There's a queen doing the vomit action over here. Going to be transferring some drones over here as well. So it looks like a Roach Warren is coming back up. So IMNesTea has actually transitioned into something quite normal. He's going to be getting roaches, getting some gas over here, getting a 3rd base up. We'll be able to defend against any sort of 6-gate timing push. There's the ground weapons level 1 on the way. Going to be grabbing the 3rd gas over here. Continuing to produce those probes, maybe even thinking about taking another base. We'll see when he decides to do that. And the Roach Warren has completed. A couple of roaches are going to be out on the field real soon. The Zergling speed is also finishing up. No lair just yet, so we'll see when he decides to grab that. He's going to need that for detection in case Roonrazer decides to do anything strange. There's the +1 now finishing up. Killing off a cannon actually to be able to get out of his base, so it looks like that was a complete wall off. Roonrazer is now advancing forward. The Zergling over here from IMNesTea's spawning is going to be seeing everything that's going on, so this push should be ready for it, but he's only now getting a couple of roaches out onto the field. Here comes forward the roaches, going to be able to take out that probe so it cannot build any more proxy pylons. Looks like IMNesTea is actually caught in a kind of a strange position. These roaches just kind of shooting at one Zealot, so the arc from Roonrazer is going to be able to do plenty of damage. There's the force field's going to be holding those roaches back for a moment. More Stalkers being warped in right now. Looks like those roaches will be able to break out of here real soon. The sentries don't have that much more energy, but there's a lot of Stalkers out on the field. Gonna be able to take on those roaches very easily. 10 Lings, 8 roaches in the production tab. Will be able to push this attack back as soon as those are out onto the field. And here comes the defense from IMNesTea. He should be able to hold this off fine. There's the Zerglings advancing forward from both sides. There's roaches on that side as well. The Queen also joining in the fray. Going to be forced back into his natural once again. More Stalkers should be spawning over here just now. 2 gateways are also on the way for Roonrazer. Going to continue macroing. More Stalkers being warped in right now. 20 Zerglings in the production tab. Also a couple of Spine Crawlers. The drones also getting pulled off the line. So this attack is doing a lot of damage despite IMNesTea being ahead on the food count. And here comes the push forward from the natural expansion. There's a couple of roaches here getting caught out of position. Looks like Roonrazer catches wind that there is an expansion over here. He's going to start moving into this area. There is a Spine Crawler trying to get up, but it does get cancelled. IMNesTea is in a horrible position right now. However, these forces over here from Roonrazer are going to get, well, the proxy pylon at least gets picked off, so no more reinforcements will be on the way for Roonrazer. The drones over here getting pulled off the line to fight against these Stalkers. IMNesTea is losing it right now. His defense is just falling apart. There's still Stalkers over here. 12 more Zerglings, 6 more roaches are going to be popping out real soon. Looks like the drones over here are actually cleaning this up. But Roonrazer advancing forward with additional Stalkers, going to be taking out a couple of roaches over here, as well as a ton of drones. This puts Roonrazer very far ahead, especially because he's been able to do whatever he wants back at his base. He's got a Twilight Council now out on the field, and another proxy pylon will be planted down. Looks like IMNesTea is going to hold this off with his roaches just streaming out. Of course, Zealot's not the best unit to use against roaches. The stalkers over there still doing plenty of damage. These guys 5 kills. 8 kills on this guy, a mentor. He's going to be able to teach all the other stalkers his ways, unless he does get taken out over here. Looks like the Zerglings with speed will be able to clean this up nice and easy. However, IMNesTea, the damage has been done. He's at 35 Harvesters, 2 Protosses, 47. We'll just go back here and see what Roonrazer has done. No +2 just yet. He does have the Blink being researched right now. We'll see when he decides to actually take another base. Going to be building pylons down here to be able to reinforce his army a little bit easier in case of an attack by IMNesTea. The creep is going to get started right now with this queen laying down a creep tumor, or pooping out a creep tumor, however you want to think of it. Drones now getting produced. 11 roaches in the production queue. IMNesTea feeling the pressure right now. It looks like the forces from Roonrazer are advancing forward. The Speedlings are going to be able to back out of there. IMNesTea's forces look quite thin. However, he is climbing back into this with his food count soaring above the Protoss players. Once again, this is the hallmark of a GSL player. And here comes Roonrazer with his forces moving into the center of the map. Look at the forces from IMNesTea is actually looking quite strong right now. He's even got the creep thread down here. The spine crawlers also advancing forward. Gonna get some sort of drone saturation, now producing 6 drones. And here comes the push by Roonrazer. Here it comes. The Zergling's gonna try to do the flanking action. The blink being used to great effect. However, he's blinking a lot of stalkers, and IMNesTea just surging forward with the roaches. This is going to be able to crush this attack. IMNesTea holding quite comfortably, forcing Roonrazer to blink all the way back to his base. However, those stalkers could have been controlled a little bit better. Looks like additional Zerglings are going to be produced right now. The stalkers are going to be going for the attack once again, pushing into the center of the map. The spine crawlers are also moving out here to be able to defend this area. The roaches are backed up over here. Have they gotten any upgrades? Not quite. Roonrazer is ahead by 1-0, and the stalkers being blunk once again. Going to be backing up once again with the roaches trailing behind. And there's the lair, so late, 17 minutes, finally getting that lair. We'll be able to get up the roach speed as well as the burrowing upgrades to be able to use those roaches to great effect. Roonrazer actually, I don't believe he has a robo bay anywhere. Yeah, so those burrow roaches are going to be quite good. We have the +2 upgrade coming up at the forge as well, going to be chrono boosting that out. He's going to continue to be aggressive over here, but IMNesTea at 142 food. He's looking quite great, especially after doing that kind of 6 pool attack. Looks like the blink, oh, the stalker's getting cut off by a ton of Zerglings on the side. The blink being used, the roaches trying to get a flank over here, gonna be charging forward. All of these stalkers gonna be retreating. Roonrazer actually losing a lot of units in that exchange. IMNesTea is gonna also go ahead and back up. He does not have roach speed, so that is on the way right now. Glial reconstitution, a nexus is being finished up over here. A couple of cannons also going down. He knows the threat of the possibility of having those burrow roaches doing a lot of damage, and here comes the stalkers once again, and a major battle gonna be commencing. The Zerglings advancing forward, the roaches also spitting on the front stalkers, the blink also being used. Still not to the best effect. Roonrazer not microing the best with his stalkers. With additional micro, we probably could have seen a lot more damage done. IMNesTea actually not thinking about taking another base yet. He is now even in bases with the Protoss player, and that is not a situation that you want to be in as a Zerg player. There's the weapons level 2 now being finished up. We'll see if it decides to get any ground armor next. And the stalkers are continuing to poke around in the center of the map. It's making IMNesTea produce a lot of Zerglings. There's a Spire coming up right now. We'll see if he's able to do any harassment. For the entire game, IMNesTea has just been on the back foot, just trying to defend against these blink stalkers. Stalkers now advancing forward. The roaches going to be pulling forward as well. Glial reconstitution is just about finished. Will that get sniped? No, it looks like the stalkers decide to blink out of there. 22 Zerglings now hatching right now. The Spire is about halfway complete. +3 weapons is on the way for Protoss. So these Stalkers are going to be absurdly strong. They already do 16 damage versus armored. The Roaches here still at 0-0. Only now the, actually that's melee attacks level 1 that is now finishing up. That will make the Zerglings a lot more useful right now. No armor upgrades for Protoss just yet. Looks like these Stalkers over here are going to be advancing forward. Looks like these Zerglings are getting into position for another flanking movement. The Stalkers are going to be coming over here. The Zerglings swinging onto the backside, going to be attacking forward. The Roaches doing the damage on the front side. However, those Stalkers do have a 2-2. +3 is on the way. More Zerglings going to be swinging this way. IMNesTea is doing a great job of doing the flanking action, taking out tons of Stalkers over here. However, Roonrazer's food count is very low right now. IMNesTea, we'll see if what kind of units he actually has. 50 drones, 48 Roaches. He might be able to end the game right here. Roonrazer is doing the blinking action. His Stalkers are so strong, just smashing those Roaches despite the Roach superior numbers. Looks like Roonrazer with his superior upgrades is going to win this battle, and IMNesTea's food just dropping. More Roaches trying to reinforce over here, but it's just not enough. Look at the Stalkers over here. So many Stalkers. It only fits on the screen. If I take away the interface, the blink being used to take down a couple of Roaches, IMNesTea is still ahead in terms of food, but it's going to be very hard to defend, especially because the +3 is just about finished. The Zerglings are over here, and it looks like a couple of Zerglings trying to pick off some reinforcements, but IMNesTea is still defending. It's going to be a Dark Shrine on the way. I see that in the production tab. Let me find that for you. Where could that be? Oh, it's hidden in plain sight just at the natural expansion. And here comes the Stalkers advancing forward. Looks like the Zerglings are going to be backing up. And looks like Roonrazer might try to end this game right now by attacking when his +3 is finished. IMNesTea is still 0-0 only. The Zerglings with +1. Looks like this army is getting smashed by Roonrazer. All of the Stalkers being blunked very efficiently. 5 health on these Stalkers, but it looks like additional reinforcing Stalkers are going to be coming over here. The Dark Shrine is almost complete. Looks like he wants to do additional damage. IMNesTea producing 6 Zerglings, 14 Zerglings, 4 Roaches right now, but it looks like there's not much he can actually do against this. The Dark Shrine is about to finish up. The drone's getting pulled off the line to be able to fight against these Stalkers right now. But it might just be a little too late. The Stalkers over here taking out tons of drones, and the drones are going to try to get back to mining, but the natural expansion is about finished mining over there. 4 Dark Templar in the production queue. We'll see where those are going to be spawning in. Looks like the Dark Templar are advancing forward on the map. The Stalkers over here are going to be cleaning up with these forces over here. IMNesTea, he doesn't have detection anywhere, so these Dark Templar are going to be able to do tons of damage. Look at this. Roonrazer, 100 food to 60 food over here. The Stalkers are even going to take a break, and looks like the Dark Templar are going to be coming over here, going to be able to cleaning up some units. Those Dark Templar are so strong, 60 damage. The Stalkers over here holding their own against that. IMNesTea with the GG. Roonrazer taking out IMNesTea. What a great game. This is AEgis. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed what you see here. Again, we're going to be holding some sort of King of the Hill next week. I have some information in the information box below. Again, this is AEgis signing off.